Hello guys, I'm going to walk through trying to set up these Rock and Review modules in our course. I might split this into two videos because I think it might get a little bit long. So the first thing we want to do is get rid of the current module or unit 4 that is Macbeth. So the easiest way to pull that out of our content is to just click the content tab, and then once it opens you'll see here on the left hand side where we have all of our units listed. Down at the bottom there's a hidden unit or module down there. That's where when we build our course we create that hidden module so that if there are things we don't want to use, we can pull them into that hidden module without actually having to delete them. So what you can do with this unit 4 is if you just kind of hover over the little dots and click on it, you can pull that whole unit down over hidden and drop it in there. And then you'll see in just a minute it will disappear. So this hidden category is hidden from students, so anything that we put in that from the content standpoint, the kids cannot see it. However, we have to go hide things in a bunch of other places too, because kids will find them and then they'll still try to do them. So do that first, drag your actual unit 4 down into that hidden module in your content. Then we're going to go to our plan, and you'll see starting here on, March 26th, the Unit 4 lessons were added to the plan. So the way to get rid of those, because most kids go by this, and this is where they click to know what to do every day, is to just click on that event and delete it. And go all the way through all of those. And yes, this is time consuming and there's not a really fast way to do this. So you will go through anything that starts with 4 point whatever. Oh, see, now my little toolbar's in the way. Stop it. I need that to move. And delete. Again, it's not hard, it's just time consuming. So I'm going to pause, I'm going to go through and delete mine, and then we'll continue. Okay, so I've deleted all of those Unit 4 events from, I think it's starting March 26th, and it'll clear all the way through April 12th. And then you'll see back on the 15th of April, it jumps to Unit 5. So once we add our Rock and Review into the actual content, then we will put those items on the plan. But for now, we'll just delete all of Unit 4, so you'll have all these blank days for now. The other place we have to go is to our gradebook and hide those grade items from Unit 4 because students will still be able to see them because they were in our gradebook. So we were going to hide them there, and we set up our gradebook similarly in that you'll go to Manage Grades. We set it up similarly, so we create a hidden category in the gradebook as well because we typically don't use every assignment. So we have somewhere to put those. So when you go to Manage Grades, and again, if you scroll down to the bottom, you'll see this hidden category where we put things that we don't use. So there's nothing from Unit 4 in the instructional assessment category. It's all just quizzes. It's an instructional practice. So I'm going to click 401, 406, and 411. I'm going to select those, and then I think it will let me, I'm going to click Hide from Users, first of all, so they're just going to go away. It'll show you this little eyeball, and then just to double hide it, I'm going to click the little drop down for 401. I'm going to say Edit, is going to open that grade item up for me, and then here in the category, I'm going to change it to hidden. It takes it out of the gradebook so that it's not being calculated in as part of their average and they can't see it. We can also delete the link in the description, because if they find that and click the link, it's going to take them to the quiz even though we hid it in the content. So we can just delete that link. We can uncheck allow users to view grade item description and then save and close. And then I'm going to do that again for 406. So a little drop down, edit. I'm going to change the category to hidden. I'm going to delete the description and unclick this box, save and close. And then the last one for Unit 4 is 411. So drop down, edit, change it to hidden category, delete the description, unclick that box, save and close. And now you'll see when I look at my gradebook, my grade items, all of those Unit 4 quizzes are gone. So they're no longer going to count in the total grades for our students, and students won't be able to see them. So they're all down here in this hidden category. So that gets rid of them from the grade side and from the content side. We don't have any other graded assignments. If we did, we would have to go into assignments and hide them there. But since we just had quizzes, everything should be hidden. They shouldn't be able to see that. So I'm going to go back to the home page. And let's go ahead. I'm going to upload day 1 for making inferences. So I'm going to go to the content. There's a couple of different ways you're going to do that. You can do this. I'm just going to show you the way I do it. I think it's the fastest, but you'll click on content, and then way down at the bottom you'll see there's an option down here that says add module. So we're going to add one module. I'm going to call it Unit 4 just because I like things to be in order, and I don't like that we would have a gap between Unit 3 and Unit 4. So I'm going to call it Unit 4 English to Rock and Review is what I'm going to call this module. And I'm going to press enter. And then it'll say module added successfully, and it's going to pop in down here at the bottom. So now I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to drag and drop it up here between Unit 3 and Unit 5. So now I have this nice, oh, I guess I could rename it because it says, none of the other ones say unit, so I could just change it up here. I can just leave it as a 4. I just like everything to look the same. Okay, so now we have kind of this shell for Unit 4 in Rock and Review. All right, so where this can get really easy, especially if you have 2 screens, or if you can like minimize this window, you can just drag and drop files in here, and we're using PowerPoint, so that makes it kind of simple. So I'm going to make a submodule called Making Inferences, and so we'll do one for each category. We'll do Making Inferences, we'll do a submodule for Author's Purpose, a submodule for Revising, and a submodule for Editing. So I'm going to press enter, and then you'll see it's going to make this pretty little submodule for me for Making Inferences. And then once we'll all share our PowerPoints, so everybody will have all the PowerPoints that we need. And I named so for mine, I had Making Inferences, it was 5 days. So I chopped that PowerPoint into 5 different PowerPoints, and I named them accordingly. So I'm going to drag my day 1 PowerPoint and drop it into this little zone. And it will show us English 2 Bootcamp E1.4 Inferences Day 1. And that's going to create this little lesson or like submodule for them. Then I'm going to do my next one. I'm going to upload a new file from my computer. I can drag and drop day 2. So it'll start dropping all of these in here. I'm not finished with all of them, so I'm going to stop there. But what you'll do each day. So then you can click the little drop down and click Edit Properties in Place. And this is where we will put the dates for when they're due. So we start English 2 boot camp when we come back. So if I look at our plan, day 1 is March 25th. That's making inferences. So that first day, the due date is going to be 3/25 at 4 p.m. The end date will be whatever our end of semester, I don't remember what it is, the 26th, whatever our end of semester lock date is. I'll have to go back and look. Let's see. Our lock date is the 20th. Okay. So then we'll set the lock date for May 20th at 11:59 p.m. And then I'm going to click Update. So what this will do, putting this due date on here, what this will do is it will add it to the plan for students. So now you'll see on March 25th, this English 2 Bootcamp Inferences Day 1 will pop up. So that's how we will add in all of the content for our English 2 Bootcamp. There are going to be a couple of things that look a little bit different. For example, my day 3 is actually a really cool lesson, but it's more interactive, and this uploading them in here doesn't really let them be interactive. So I'm actually going to do it in Nearpod, and then I'll just upload the link for that day in here. So what I would do is I would say upload and create a link, and I would put my Nearpod link then there, and that would be their day 3. But I can go through that in more detail later on. For now, we'll work on getting our PowerPoints all finished and shared. You can go ahead and hide Unit 4, get that out of the way so that if students are looking to work ahead, I don't want them to start working on that and we're not even going to do it. So go ahead and get your Unit 4 stuff hidden, and then we can slowly start to drag these other things in as we get them completed. And of course, I can always help you guys. It's pretty self-explanatory. Like once you get going, it's pretty easy to just drag those things in. But if there's ever any questions, you guys are never shy, so ask away.